there. That's where I was on Saturday, down there in the thick of it, checking it out. And it's kind of amazing because LA culture does not lend itself to centralized, organized protest marching the way the city is spread out. And to see a bigger turnout there than in New York is just extraordinary, especially since New York's turnout was huge.
Yes, exactly. I mean, and for me, what's interesting, too, is seeing that it's not just that big cities are able to turn out big turnouts again, but that there were, once again, a ton of dispersed small marches everywhere, and dispersed not so small marches. I was in Western Massachusetts this weekend, Northampton, Massachusetts, which has a proud tradition of protesting lots of things with a lot of enthusiasm, and friends I know who have sort of been there and seen everything in Northampton told me that this was the single largest protest they've ever seen in Northampton. This one, the second one that happened this weekend. So there's an incredible amount of energy out there.
And those of us who are old enough to remember some anti-Vietnam War protests never thought we were going to see anything that big again. This stuff is bigger.
Yeah, that's right. That's
amazing.
Exactly right.
Thank you, Rachel.
Thanks, my friend.
And so the government is going to stay open now, at least until February 8th. The president has just tonight signed the bill passed by the Senate and the House today to continue government funding until February 8th. A bill that also reauthorizes the CHIP program for 6 years. On Friday night at midnight, the federal government went into shutdown because the majority leader of the United States Senate made no attempt to pass a bill that could have kept the government open. No attempt to realistically try to get the votes to pass a bill. And instead, the majority leader asked for a vote on a bill that he knew would lose. The Republican leader, Mitch McConnell, asked for a vote on a bill that he knew four of his Republicans were going to vote against. They told him that ahead of time. And they were going to vote against it mostly out of disgust with the way their own party approached this legislation. And so we got the first shutdown in history of a government completely controlled by one party. And then that party spent the weekend lying about what happened.
You know, I'm sure you're all aware of what's going on in Washington, D.C. Despite bipartisan support for a budget resolution, a minority in the Senate has decided to play politics with military pay. But you deserve better. You and your families shouldn't have to worry for 1 minute about whether you're going to get paid as you serve in the uniform of the United States. So know this: your president, your vice president, and the American people are not going to put up with it.